Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Bobby, and today I'd like to talk about the shot that I think should really be the foundation upon which a person designs their entire short game. Now, to be clear, the shot that I'll emphasize today is not the only shot around the green, but I think it's a great starting point and something that's pretty easy to achieve even for the rank beginner. And that is the small letter Y swing where you're leaning against the wall. This has great utility, and let me go through it first of all. This is a body-driven stroke, meaning I'm not going to rely on the unreliable, twitchy, flippy hands and wrist. In fact, I'm going to eliminate hand action altogether. How do I do that? Well, I'm going to start with my shaft leaned a little bit left, which is going to de-loft the club, which makes it, have some limit as to how high you can hit this shot. But if you have some distance between where you're going, there'll be enough spin on the shot for it to have some stopping power. As I say, we're going to lean our shaft left until our arms and club form a small letter Y. I bet you can see that Y right there. Now the idea then would be to maintain that configuration of the small letter Y throughout. If I do that and at the same time put my weight on my left foot, then I've simplified the matter to the point where it makes it easy for me to hit all my standard short game shots around the green, with the exception of the ones that simply must go super high. And as you can see, it doesn't stop immediately, but it does have some stopping power. Let's go out to some of these other flags. Okay, so I've turned the ship around and no longer am I aiming at a green that's 25 yards away. Instead, I have 3 different flags out here. 46 yards, 64 yards, and then 79 yards away. But I really think that I can use this same technique on all 3 of them. And that is the small letter Y, that is the shape of my arms and club as I address the ball, maintaining it throughout the stroke, and also just simply leaning against the wall. And if I'll do that, then clipping that ball nice and clean becomes, pretty simple. And there's my 46-yard shot. Should be pretty good. Let's shoot back at that next one, which is 64 yards. Now, I said I'm going to use the same shot. Well, something has to change. If I'm going to get hit an additional 18 yards, well, I'm just going to make a slightly bigger swing. And I'm still going to do what I can to maintain the structure of that small letter Y. Now, nobody's perfect. Whether I'm doing it or you're doing it, it's a guess as to exactly how much bigger to make the swing, but you've got to feel it. And so I'm going to lean against the wall, and I'm going to maintain my small letter Y and see what I can do with this shot. And that should be about 64 yards, maybe a little more. Oh, no, that's okay. Okay, so let's talk now about the 79-yard shot. Now, there might be some incidental wrist hinging as I do this, but in my mind and in my senses, I still am maintaining the structure of the small letter Y. The change of direction is going to be a little deeper into the swing, and so that might create a little hinging, but if so, it's not enough to register on my senses. And the only reason I know it exists because I've seen myself on video, but in my mind, this is still just a small letter Y swing where I'm leaning on the wall left. And I think that will get me all the way to that 79-yard flag. Let's see what that one does. That ought to be pretty decent. There we have it. And so the rudiments are what? Lean against the wall, stay on your left side. And then in addition to that, make sure that you start and maintain the configuration of your small letter Y, and your short game will be off to a good start. I want to thank you for tuning in. I'll look forward to seeing you next week.